Give us an update. Hi, JC. What do you have for us?
Sean, as we speak, visitors continue to flock here at the Manila South Cemetery to visit the graves of their dearly departed loved ones. Now, as of 2 p.m., over 40,000 visitors have gone here so far. They expect around 100,000 today, which is quite or way lower from their initial projection of 500,000 visitors. Now, cemetery says many may have gone home for the long weekend. Others still have fears for COVID, and others may have opted not to go home anymore following the onslaught of Typhoon Paeng. Sean.
Right, and how are security measures being upheld over there? Are they being strict?
Sean, tight security measures are being implemented here at the cemetery. There are security checks to ensure that there are no prohibited items being entered here inside the cemetery. Now, among those prohibited items include cigarettes, lighters, alcoholic beverages, sound system, pointed objects, among others. Now, once confiscated, these items will no longer be returned. Sean.
Right, so before Undas, JC, authorities said that vaccine cards will be required for those who want to enter the cemetery and are aged 12 and below. For the unvaccinated ones or those without vaccine cards, what is the protocol, and are they being strict about this as well?
Yes, Sean, they are being strict with that policy here in the cemetery, as children are not allowed, specifically those who are 12 years old and below who are unvaccinated. They have a holding area here in which their parents may leave them or may join them as other family members visit their departed loved ones at the cemetery. So, reminder to all those coming here, to especially those to the parents of these children, to make sure to bring the vaccination cards of your children. Sean.
All right, I guess more reminders. This one comes every year, JC. A lot of items are prohibited. You mentioned some of them. A lot of people been caught still trying to bring in prohibited items?
Yes, Sean, what I mentioned earlier, many still actually brought prohibited items, specifically cigarettes, lighters, and pointed objects. Now, many or if you are asking how will visitors be able to light the candles in their dearly departed loved ones, now authorities say matches are still allowed to be entered or to be brought here inside the cemetery. Sean.
All right, so do bring matches, leave the lighters at home, as well as nail cutters and other such personal care instruments. Now, JC, until what time is Manila South Cemetery open? They did close over the weekend. Will they be extending the hours?
Sean, according to the management, they will be open until 5 p.m. Now, around 4:30 p.m., there will be personnel who will be roaming around the area to remind visitors that they have to leave the cemetery, as again, by 5 p.m., the doors of Manila South Cemetery will be closed to visitors. It will be open again tomorrow by 5 a.m. Sean.
All right, thank you so much for those updates and those reminders. JC Cosico reporting to us live from the Manila South Cemetery. And the UP Resilience Institute says that an updated hazard map can be created in 6 months. UPRI Executive Director Mahar Lagmay told Agenda that the country could upgrade its disaster monitoring system if the government allots 1 billion pesos for 200 staff members and 200 supercomputers. Lagmay noted that there will be up to a 20% increase in rainfall in the future based on current climate change projections.
If we were really to put that, how much increase? 2 billion, 1 billion for DRR. If you put that into the efforts of government to produce these probabilistic risk assessments, and buy the computers, hire the people. Kasi we have the technology. We know, we have the skills. We can do it.
President Bongbong Marcos is in Maguindanao today to assess the situation in the province in the aftermath of Tropical Storm Paeng. First on the president's agenda was a briefing with local officials and military personnel. Marcos Jr. said they will be tapping drug manufacturers to provide medicines and other medical supplies for the victims. The Social Welfare Department will also distribute 5,000 to 10,000 pesos to affected residents to be used for the purchase of construction materials. We're gonna pause for a quick break, but we will be back with more stories after that. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. Let's check in on some stories from around the world. In India, over 130 people were killed after a bridge collapsed in Gujarat. The 230-meter bridge over the Machu River was packed with sightseers enjoying the Diwali, or the Festival of Lights. When the bridge collapsed, plunging people into the river below. Eyewitnesses say that many of those who fell into the river were children. Indian police arrested 9 people, including bridge workers, for failing to regulate crowds before the collapse. In South Korea, police pointed to inadequate crowd control in Itaewon for the death of around 150 partygoers from a stampede at the height of Halloween revelries. Authorities have vowed to take a close look at police response to prevent a repeat of the tragedy. Officials are also focused on reconstructing events to find out what ultimately led to the crush in a narrow alleyway and whether or not anyone triggered the stampede. Let's now take a quick look at today's other top stories. The death toll from severe tropical storm Paeng has risen to 110. More than half of these are from Maguindanao after the province experienced landslides and flash floods. All ports in the country have resumed full commercial operations. Several passengers had been stranded in different seaports for days now due to Paeng. The tropical storm Queenie has weakened into a tropical depression. Pag-asa expects Queenie to weaken even further in the next 12 hours. But for now, light to moderate rainfall is expected over Caraga and Davao Oriental. For more updates, visit News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Make a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News Live anytime, anywhere. I am Sean Yao. We are One News.